Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a full first impressions and try on of the new Kathleenlights ZODIAC collab. I have everything here in this box. I just ordered it from ColourPop. I have everything on my face and I'm so excited about it. So if you want to see my first impressions on these products, then just keep watching. Okay, so we're just going to go through the collection piece by piece. I'm going to tell you guys the prices, and then we're going to try it on the face. So first we're going to start with the eyeshadow palette. So the component that it comes in is black, and it has star signs on the front. She explained everything in her video, which I will link down below. On the back it has the shade names and the complementary star sign. So like Taurus, it has the little emblem for a Taurus. And then you open up the package and it becomes a soft matte touch navy blue palette with the same look as the component, only in blue, and the same as the back. Open this up and the first big difference is that there's this huge mirror here. So instead of being $16 like the other ColourPop eyeshadow palettes, this is $18 because of the mirror, and the mirror is really high quality. And then we have the shades in here, and the first big difference is that the shade names are actually below the shade, which wasn't like that in other ColourPop eyeshadow palettes. You have to like look on the back of the component to see what the shade was, and I feel like having the shades there are just like really important, especially like when I do videos. I feel like I give you guys false information a lot, which I try not to. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in and I'm going to use this on my eyes. I'm going to do a pretty simple eye look today, but I also want to use this eyeshadow palette in conjunction with her Supernova shadows. She created two and these retail for $7 each. She has Constellation, which is a perfect like rose gold shade, and then also Astrology, which is the liquefied version of her Telepathy shadow. So it's this really nice golden shade. I've never used these before, so I'm pretty excited. Alright, let's get into the eyes. Okay, so I'm first going to go in with the color Libra. It's this one right here. It's this really pretty satin colored pink shade. And the first thing I noticed is that there is a bit of kick up when dipping the shade into the brush. As you can see here, I have some fallout there, but that's okay. I don't mind powdery shadows as long as they blend nicely. And I'm going to dust this into my crease. I didn't put down any eyeshadow primer. I just put concealer and then set it. Okay, so that shade blended out really, really nicely and easily. I'm just going to build up a bit more right here. Yeah, these shadows are blending out super nicely, super easily, which is great. I'm going to go in... part of me wants to do another purple eyeshadow look, but I always do them on my channel. I'm going to go in with the shade the Taurus. It's just one right here. My star sign, I am a Taurus. And I'm going to take it on the same brush, but I'm going to focus it a bit lower than the Libra. And I don't see as much kick up with this shadow. And I'm also going to put this into the outer corner here. I already like looking at this palette. I feel like so inspired to do so many looks. So I think I'll be doing a lot of tutorials with this eyeshadow palette. Wow, those look so pretty together. I love this shade Taurus, and it's not just because I'm a Taurus and that I'm partial to my shade. I just really think it's a beautiful kind of camel shade. Okay, so they blended on top of each other again really nicely, and these colors work super well together, so I'm super happy about that. I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques base shadow brush. Part of me really wants to dig into Sagittarius, which is that purple shade, but I know I should go into the Virgo. I'm going to mix the two shades together actually. I'm going to mix this, which is the Sagittarius, and this, which is the Virgo, together. I want a little bit of purple because I think I want to use the Constellation Supernova shadow. So I want just a little bit of purple in my eye look. These again are pretty powdery, but they blend out nicely, so I don't mind it. And whatever leftover I have on the brush, I'm just kind of bringing into the crease. Okay, I'm just going to do the same on the other side. These blend out so nicely. And then I'm just going to take that same crease brush from the beginning and just dip into the Libra and the Taurus, kind of mix them together, and just kind of buff out that shade there. Okay, then I'm going to go in with Constellation, which is this beautiful rose gold shade. I don't know how to apply these because I've never done it before. I think I'm gonna try to apply it with the doe foot applicator and just hope. Oh god, that's so pretty. Oh, that's like liquid metal. I guess I'm gonna kind of make a cut crease, and I'm just gonna take a flat brush and just kind of like pat that out. That is gorgeous. Do you see that? Wow. It does dry down pretty quickly, so working with it fast is a must. Alright, so that's the eyeshadow. I'm gonna finish up the other eye and then we'll move on to the lower lash line. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up the lower lash line now. This is what it looks like. These are so metallic. This one I kind of messed up on a bit because I didn't understand just how quickly these dry and how little to use, because they do like, they are kind of chunky a little bit, so they like build up on each other. So this eye looks a little bit more chunky than this one, but it gives off such a beautiful je ne sais quoi to the eyes. They just look absolutely gorgeous. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to first dip into the Taurus shade, and I'm taking it on an IT Cosmetics brush. I'm just gonna buff that on the lower lash line to give it some warmth that we have in the crease first. And once it's diffused out like this, I'm going to go in with the shade the Libra again and just smudge that out here. I think these two colors look so pretty together. Okay, and then in the lightest hand, I'm going to go back into the Sagittarius, which is that purple shade, and I'm going to kind of press it right on the outer corner here, and then just drag it to meet so that it connects right here on the outer corner. Okay, so this is what the eyes look like. They are complete. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm dying. To stick with the Kathleenlights collab with ColourPop theme, I'm going to go in with her creme gel liner in the shade Mr. Bing, and then I will throw on some mascara and come back to talk about the face products. Okay, so these are what the eyes look like completed. I'm actually just going to go in with the shade the Cancer here and just pop this on my inner corners because I realized I forgot an inner corner highlight. That is such a pretty, almost iridescent-y pink shade. So pretty. I'm so happy with how the eyes turned out. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. Kathleen always does a great job with her collabs, so I never thought that this was going to be anything less. I was so impressed with her Dream Street collab, and I'm so impressed with this. So we're going to move on to the rest of the collection. Pretty much what's left are 2 Super Shock cheeks and 2 Luxe lipsticks. So we're going to start with the highlighters. There are 2 shades here. There's one Fire, which is, I don't know how to explain it other than it looks like literal fire, I guess. It's like this. Like you could see it's orangey, golden, reddish toned. When I saw it on the website, I thought it was going to be way too dark for me, and it probably still will be. But I have hope that I will one day be able to use this once I actually go to the beach this summer. But this one is absolutely gorgeous, and it's totally eye-catching. It's very unique. Definitely not something like I have in my collection. And then we have this one, which is On the Cusp, which I thought was going to be a lot lighter. But when I got it in person, it kind of looks pretty dark. Like, it looks pretty light here, but in person, it's pretty dark. But what I could call it is like a rose gold. So out of the 2, I am going to be using this one because it is the lighter of the 2 shades. So my favorite way to apply Super Shock cheeks is with my finger because I just think it gives the best payoff. So I'm going to run a bit on my Cupid's bow. I can't get over how pretty this Supernova Shadow is. Ooh! This whole collection got me like... And because this is a little bit darker than I expected, I'm going to try not to put too much down. You don't need a lot with these. They're pretty metallic and beautiful off the bat. So I'm just going to pop this on the high points of my cheek. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. And actually this shade is working out well for me. As long as you don't go crazy, it does work on fair skin. Ooh. It looks so nice. I'm so happy with this. I just think this looks so pretty. I love this. And it actually works out well for my skin tone. I thought it was going to be a little too dark for me, but actually it fits me really well. I'm actually just going to swatch on the back of my hand the two for you guys to see the comparison. I do also have swatches up on my Instagram, which I'll put my handle right here. I don't know, shameless plug, I guess. And if you've never tried a Super Shock cheek, all I can say is it's like unlike anything you've ever felt. It is wet but creamy, but obviously not a liquid or cream product. It's powder. So I have the two shades here. This is On the Cusp on the top, and the bottom one is Fire. As you can see, Fire is just a little bit deeper and more like flamey. Those are the two Super Shock cheeks. These retail for $8, and they come in this beautiful black component. And when you open it up, the container is actually blue, which is different than what they usually do. They usually have white. They usually have white containers for the Super Shock cheek. So the last product in the collection are her Luxe lipsticks, and there are two shades here. These retail also for $7, and I have tried the Luxe lipstick formula before, and I really enjoy it. I love bullet lipsticks way more than liquid lipsticks, but bullet lipsticks have kind of fallen to the wayside since liquid lipsticks came out. So I'm so happy that she brought back some lipsticks. So the components look the same as every other Luxe lipstick, and she has two shades, Scorpio Moon, which is this one here, and What's Your Sign, which is this one here. So she describes Scorpio Moon as like a modern day Lumiere, which is the first collab she ever did with ColourPop, and it was with a lippy stick. And What's Your Sign is supposed to be her perfect nude. All parts of me say to do the nude, but there's a little voice inside me that says Scorpio Moon. So I'm gonna put on the Scorpio Moon. I will swatch them both on the back of my hand so you guys can see the difference. When I was swatching this for my channel though, I did notice that Scorpio Moon does stain or tend to stain. So I'm actually going to line my lips with a ColourPop lip liner in the shade Skimpy. It's one of my favorite lip liners. And I'm going to fill my whole lip in hopes of, you know, it not staining. Okay, let's do this. It looks so pretty. I just think it will go well with the Sagittarius that I have, so I'm just going to do it. Ooh, this is so pretty. I'm not usually into like mauves like this or even purple toned lipsticks, but there's something about this that just makes my eyes pop. I have hazily green eyes, and I feel like ever since I put it on, my eyes have just like popped so much more. It looks so pretty. They're super creamy. This is a creme finish, so it's not matte. It's cream, and it just looks... My breath is taken away. So let me just swatch them on the back of my hand for you guys. Okay, so this is Scorpio Moon, and then this is What's Your Sign. I'm sorry, they're like the worst swatches in the face of the world. But one's a nude, one is clearly not a nude. That is it. So that is the entire collection. Now, if you're like watching this and you're like, stop right now, I need to have this collection in my life, and you go to the ColourPop website, you will notice that it is sold out. But it is restocking on Friday when I'm actually posting this video. It will restock at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where I am in. So I will leave ColourPop's website down below and link it to Kathleen's collabs. So if you go there, that will be the first thing you see. And I'm going to give you guys my first impressions now because I do have some thoughts on these. Firstly, I wore the Super Shock Shadow yesterday just to test it out. I actually filmed this video twice because the first one ended up so badly. And I don't know if it's going to happen this time or if it's the way I applied it, but as the day wore on, the rose goldness of this shade Constellation kind of faded away into silver. I don't know if that's true, so I'm going to wear this makeup for the rest of the day, and I'll leave in the description box whether that happens, but I did notice that right away. And the highlight, I have nothing bad to say about it. I think it's a really nice formulation. It's super intense but also subtle at the same time. You don't see it on the skin. It's super pretty. I can't wait to try out Fire when I get a bit more tan. So I think those are well worth the money. The eyeshadow palette I personally love. I think there's so much to do with this palette, but also it's not so like neutral, that you don't feel like you can create something interesting. I feel like there's a lot of looks to be made with these, especially with the Supernova shadows. I want so badly to wear astrology on the lid with maybe like Aquarius and something like a blue and yellow gold look. I don't know, that's what's calling me right now, but I think these are super pretty, and for the second time trying them on, and this time I did apply it with the doe foot, I feel like there's a difference already. I just feel like it's so pretty, and it just amps up the look a little bit more. So I definitely think both, you know what, I just think everything in this collection is worth it. So basically, my first impressions are I love this so much, and I cannot wait to wear this the rest of the month, and I think I will only be wearing this the rest of the month. But yeah, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in my next video.